Hi guys! Who doesn't love a tag? There was an awesome tag out there by Simply Aisha. I'll put her channel in the description box, but I thought this tag was so fun. As I was watching her video, I was just thinking of how I would respond to the question. So, hey, let's try it. So if you're into learning about perfume personalities, for me, stay tuned. My name is Mika, and here on my channel I do perfume reviews. And for those of you who are reoccurring viewers, thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, without further ado, like I said, this was a tag video created by Simply Aisha. She is a fragrance influencer here in the YouTube community. And I just thought her questions were so fun. I believe she has, let me see, I think there's 13 questions. So the first question is, what is your boss babe scent? And I thought, this is a great question. I work in corporate America and I'm always having to lead meetings and, take charge, and everybody's looking to me for answers. But sometimes I need a boss babe confidence booster. So what came to mind was, this is an oldie but goodie. Let me wipe it off. This here is Tom Ford Black Orchid. So this came out in 2006, I believe. I think it was 2006. And I'm going to be honest, I wasn't ready. My nose wasn't mature back then. I knew it was a special scent. It was so complex. It was so over my head, but I knew that it was something worth keeping. So with Tom Ford, it's that warm, spicy, vanilla amber scent. It's a gorgeous bottle. The bottle really explains what is inside. It's mysterious. It's dark. But yet modern. Although this was created in 2006, I mean, this is a very modern fragrance. It's not dated whatsoever. And to me, I think it's timeless. Back then it was key. There are a lot of fragrances out there now that's basically duplicating what Tom Ford did back in 2006. Very long lasting. That's why I think it gives me that confidence booster, because it's bold, it's bodacious. When I first sprayed it, I thought it was strange. Like I said, my nose wasn't mature back then, and I wasn't ready. And what I realized was that it wasn't my nose, it was my attitude. I didn't have the right attitude for this fragrance. I call this my dark magic, and this brings out the inner boss-tude. I call it boss-tude. But that confidence, boss-tude booster, that comes out especially when I feel like I need to take charge. So again, that is my boss babe scent, which is Tom Ford Black Orchid. Next is her question. She said, what is your go-to bedtime scent? And if I'm looking down, it's because I wrote the questions down. What is your go-to bedtime scent? And I don't see or hear this one out in the fragrance community. But this one is Musk Panache. Beautiful bottle, and the juice is a light blue color. I don't know if you can see that. And this is by Maison Ribacci. The perfumer is Maurice Roussel. And this fragrance to me is a fresh, dry citrus, honeysuckle. It has a light musk, and it is just beautiful. I heard about this from I don't know where I heard it from, but it was a fragrance channel that I was watching, and she was talking about, you know, some hidden gems, and I definitely think this is a hidden gem. It is, for me, that sweet honeysuckle, and it's not sweet sweet. It's not what you're thinking about when it comes to honeysuckle, but it has a light sweetness, and the musk, the iris, the citrus, they come together and it is just beautiful. I think that this light blue color is very fitting for this fragrance because it gives me that cold musk, feeling, and it's really like a fresh hug. I think it is perfect for going to bed because it's not going to compete and keep you up at night. It's one of those fragrances that you can smell on your bed sheets. You get whiffs of it as you move or turn over. And it's one of those fragrances that I can also get whiffs of the next day. It is absolutely not a beast mode. It's not a skin scent either, because if someone comes near you, they can still smell you. But it's not something that's going to fade away. Most people would probably want more projection from this, but I'm okay with this. Mainly because I wear this to bed, and I think you can actually wear it anywhere. You don't have to just keep it for the bedtime scents. You can wear this any time of the day, any occasion. But for me, I wear this to bed because for some reason the concoction of the honeysuckle, the iris, and the musk, those three fragrances just dance together. So for me, that is Musk Panache, and it is by Mason Ribachi. The next question that she asked was, what is your hug in a bottle scent? And the first thing that I thought of was Musk Therapy. And the reason why I thought of Musk Therapy is because it's not one of those vanillas. It's not one of those, you know, fragrances that you wear in the fall like an Angel's Share. But this to me is all year round. I can wear Musk Therapy any time of the day, any occasion where I just want to feel relaxed and casual and comforted. And I think that if someone was to just hug you, they would probably hold you even tighter because it is just so relaxing and comforting. I think this has this very smooth composition. Again, it's effortless. It's a no thought, no agenda fragrance. And I love wearing this with a sweater and some casual yoga pants and, you know, just nuzzling my nose into the sweater to get whiffs of the fragrance. But not only that, this calms me. I know it's called Musk Therapy, but I feel like this is a therapy for me because it's very calming for me. And it's one of those fragrances where I can just settle my nerves, stop the racing thoughts, and just relax and chill. All right, so the next question was, what is your secret weapon of mass seduction? If you follow me, you've probably heard me say this on another video, but this is Musk Ravageur. And I have a very small bottle because, as I said in the other video, I was just testing it. And when I got it, I was like, oh my God, this is so potent. I don't even need a big bottle right now at this time. I have had this for about a year and a half, and look how much I have, because you really do not need a lot. But this is sexy. I've said this before, but it is the most seductive. It's a seductive workhorse. It's just sexy. It's perfect for date nights. It's one of those fragrances that boost your sensual senses, and whether you're wearing it or your partner is wearing it, it is lust in a bottle. don't know how else to put it, but it's lust in a bottle. You're gonna get that dirtiness from the fragrance, not too dirty, you know, because it does have patchouli in it, but it's not just dirty. You're gonna get that innocence. You get the lust, all of that in one fragrance, and it is long lasting. It's one of those fragrances that I told you, it's very potent. I do not have to wear very much, and I kind of just like 1, 2, might put some behind the back of my knees, but I can smell it. I only wish my husband was into fragrance, because if he wore this, I think this would be even more of a, I don't know, even more of a concoction if both of us were wearing it. But like I said, it's just very sensual. And this, I don't think I said who it's by, but it is by Frederic Malle. And I don't know if you know this, but these two are both by Maurice Rossel. And I just think his nose is also really good. He's a great perfumer as well. But I definitely love Musk Ravageur. This is one of my top 10s. This is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece for me. I love this. All right, the next question she asked is, what is a fragrance you never wear but can't part with? And for me, that would be Oud Bouquet. And it's not just any Oud Bouquet, but this is the original formulation. And I think that's why I can't part with it, because I know how hard it is to get this. And I love this bottle. If you look at the bottle, you see the rose flower in the mosaic, in the gold color. And I just think that's so beautiful. But for me, this was my first introduction to saffron. And I love saffron, and I bought this to test oud, because I heard so many people say, if you don't like oud, you'll like this fragrance. And I'm not a big fan of oud, and I bought it, and they were right. This is a oud that is not barnyard oud. This is a very smooth, this is a spicy, creamy vanilla rose, and then when you spray it and it dries down, you get the praline. Oh my gosh, that praline in here is gorgeous. I love it, but for some reason I feel like this fragrance is wearing me. I don't know if you've ever heard that, but you know, I am not wearing it. It's wearing me. I don't know if it's just me, why I can't pull it off, but it is so loud. It is just like, kick down the door, here I am, you're gonna smell me, you're gonna smell me, you're gonna smell me. And I've even tried spraying it low. I've even tried spraying a little bit. I mean, a little goes a long ways. You really don't even need a full spray of this. And I don't know if you can see this, but my juice level is up to here. I will never get through this. Like I said, I don't even need a full spray. I just need like a... but again, I love this. I love it. And it leaves a memorable trail. When you wear this, everybody who smelled you will remember you. You'll get a lot of compliments. You'll get people asking, what are you wearing? But the sillage is just so heavy. She's gorgeous though. Beautiful. All right. The next question she asked is, what is one of your favorite fragrances that you don't wear enough? And I would say it is Flora Botanica. And this is by Balenciaga. Beautiful bottle too. You know, I'm a sucker for beautiful bottles. And when I heard that this was being discontinued, you can still get it to this day. It is out there on the internet. But when I heard it was being discontinued, I bought multiple backup bottles. I think I have like three backup bottles of this. And I'm almost done with this bottle here. But the reason why I don't wear it is because my brain is wired to wear this in the heat. And this is a fragrance that you can wear all year round. It has mint, rose, and it also has vetiver. And it is just so fresh. Oh, this is so refreshing. And it's long lasting. You will smell this all day on yourself. Everybody else will smell you. You will get a lot of compliments on this. It does have a note of cannabis, but you can't smell any cannabis. What I smell is mint, and I smell rose, and I can also smell the vetiver. Oh, this is gorgeous. But I just need to retrain my brain to say, you can wear this in the cold. Not just in the summer, but you can wear this in the cold. So I am definitely going to make a mental thought to wear this more, because it is one of my favorites. This is Flora Botanica by Balenciaga. So the next question she asked was, what is a fragrance you would recommend for a beginner that wants to smell unique? And I thought about it, and I went through my collection, because I have like over 300 bottles of perfumes. And what came to mind was this one here. This is called Black Perfecto. This is by La Petite Robe Noire by Guerlain. And I think the bottle is pretty too. And the inspiration for this perfume was basically the contrasting style of a black leather jacket, you know, like the moto style black leather jackets, and a little black dress. So that is what was the inspiration for this fragrance. And for me, it's the licorice. It's the cherry. It's the licorice. It has almond. It has a very pleasant almond note. And rose. It says that it has leather in it. I don't smell the leather. What I get is the licorice. And that's so funny because I don't like licorice. I don't like the taste of licorice. But the smell of this, it is so unique. I have never smelled this in any other concoction or on anybody. I've never smelled this. And then it has this beautiful powdery dry down. Not too powdery, but it has a beautiful powdery dry down. And I like to wear this on date nights. I like to wear this when I go to a concert. If I'm going to be outside at nighttime, I can wear it with a black dress. I can wear it with my black leather jacket. This is just gorgeous, but it's so different, and unique comes to mind when I think of this. It was love at first sniff for me. When I heard someone talking about it, and they were talking about that cherry note, and I was like, no, it's the licorice. That cherry is good, but the licorice is good. All right, so that is Black Perfecto, La Petite Robe Noire by Guerlain. Beautiful. So number 8, she asked, what is a fragrance that you love that everyone seems to hate? And I thought about it, and for me it is Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. And this was launched in 2014, and back then this was the it girl. Everybody was talking about Black Opium. This is before niche became a thing. And now you just hear people call it basic. And if it's basic, then call me basic. Color me basic. I'm just basic. This is gorgeous. It has, to me, the thought of vanilla, ice cream, and coffee. So those two things, vanilla, ice cream, coffee concoction. Very feminine. I think it's complex. I don't know why people say it's basic. But in the fragrance community, when you hear people talk about it, they're like speaking so negatively about it, but we all know that back in 2014, we were all rocking this. So that's Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent. All right, so her next question, number 9, what is an overhyped fragrance that you currently own? And for me, it is Chanel number 5. I respect Chanel's artistry, I really do, but the aldehydes in here, it is one of those fragrances that either you love or you hate. It is polarizing, and I have to be in the mood to wear this, and that mood does not come often. It's classic. I'm not gonna lie, it's classic, but the aldehydes, yeah, this was one of those 1999 fragrances. I think that's when I first smelled Chanel number 5, was back in the late 90s for me. And at that time, I thought it was like so fresh. But now with the more modern freshies, I don't see this being fresh anymore. The aldehydes is screechy, and I just think that it's one of those fragrances that is really overhyped because of the aldehydes. So that's Chanel number 5. The next question she asked, what fragrance is on the chopping block? And for me, this is something that I just recently purchased. I think that the presentation is gorgeous. Let me show you this box. So this is the box, and it is Tiziana Terenzi Tibet. And when you open the box, you see the presentation. It has a light. It has the bottle. I just got this, and I actually own a couple of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. I own Deluxe, and I also have Cassiopeia. But I bought this because I heard so many people just raving about Tibet being that beachy, coconutty fragrance. And I don't know if you know this, but Tiziana Terenzi has a certain DNA about his fragrances, and there's a note that I can't tolerate. And that note was in Andromeda. That note was in Draco, and I ended up having to sell those, and I'm gonna have to do the same. I sprayed this one time, and the note in here is just so synthetic and nauseating that I just cannot keep it in my collection. But this is gorgeous. I hate that it was such a waste of money because she was not cheap. Gorgeous presentation. And I just thought that because I like Cassiopeia that I would like Tibet. And one of my favorite fragrance reviewers, she raves about this. I mean, she talks about how it was her first Tiziana Terenzi, and I just thought that I would love it, and I don't. What is the last fragrance you purchased? And I just bought this. It is Narcotica by Dulce Diablo. Pretty bottle. And this to me is basically booze. Sweet booze in a bottle. As soon as I sprayed it, if you drink alcohol, there is a alcohol that I like. It's called Di Serrano, and it smells just like that. I can smell the caramel. It smells like vanilla. Just booze. I just smell like some type of whiskey or bourbon. It is just some dark liquor that I smell. And then when it dries down, you get a beautiful Tootsie Roll. It smells like a Tootsie Roll. A chocolate Tootsie Roll. But that is Narcotica Dulce Diablo. And I do think it is worth the hype. It stays on you all day, but you must love boozy fragrances to enjoy this. The next question she asked is, what fragrance is at the top of your wish list? And I actually have two. I'll put a picture up here. But the first one is Jump Up and Kiss Me. This is by Clive Christian. And I love tuberose. I love orange blossom, and when I saw those notes together, I was just like, I'm sold. I don't have to smell it. I am blind buying that. It is just ridiculously priced. I will have to find a good deal. But it is in a gorgeous royal blue bottle. But I have to have it just from the notes, because I love that bubblegum tuberose, and I love orange blossom, and you can't go wrong with those. So I didn't see very many reviews. I think it's because it just came out, but I want to get that. The next one was Black Tie by Celine Paris, and this one here, I'll put it up here, but this was characterized like a dinner jacket. And what captivated me was white orris. I've never heard white orris, but it has cedar. It also has vanilla. It has tree moss, and I'm a musk girl. I love me a musk, especially when it is just so sensual and so smooth. And when I saw the white orris, that drew me in, but it was really the fact that it had the musk that I wanted to try it as well. The last question is, what is your #1 fragrance for life? And if you've watched any of my videos, my For Life is a fragrance I got this year, and it is Amouage Guidance. This is gorgeous. Everywhere I go, I get compliments. I mean, people are like, what is that smell? Someone smells good. They're like, double take, like, what do you have on? And I have never gotten that from any other fragrance, but this one, I cannot wear this without getting at least 3 to 4 compliments in that one time, that one day. It's something that I can smell. I love a fragrance that I can smell all through the day. But this one here, you're going to smell this all day, all week, even maybe the next week. You are going to smell Amouage Guidance. And it's just going to... she's going to ride with you. She is going to stay with you. She is going to say, I'm here. You have to notice me. And I think the bottle is also gorgeous. That blush pink. It's so pretty. But this is my life for lifer. I got it this year, and she trumped Ani, because at first Ani was like the #1 spot, but she's now #1. So, all right, that's it for me. I thought this was so fun. Oh my gosh, thank you for sticking through this video. Thank you for watching and coming back. And let me know what your answers are to these questions. I'll put the questions in the description box, but just let me know, are any of my fragrances on your list, or did I inspire you to try something different? All right, guys. Once again, my name is Mika, and I want to say thank you for joining me, and I want to see you come back. But most of all, hit the subscribe button, comment, like, help my channel to grow. And that's all I have to ask. So, all right. Bye-bye.